Students, in this video we will discuss these three methods. We have already discussed about this categorization of unconstrained single variable optimization problem, in which we have categorized this into two categories: numerical methods and analytical methods. Which is, in numerical method they are further divided by into two parts: region elimination techniques, and we have already studied these methods: unrestricted search, exhaustive search, dichotomous search, interval halving method, that means bisection method, Fibonacci method, golden section method. We have already discussed these. In interpolation methods, this is classified into further two categories. One is those methods which do not use derivatives, and in this category we have studied quadratic interpolation method. Second is the derivative based techniques, in which we have four methods: cubic interpolation method, Newton method, quasi-Newton method, and secant method. These three are also known as direct methods. These are also known as direct methods. Cubic method and quadratic we have already discussed in previous video. So today we will discuss these three methods: Newton method, quasi-Newton method, and secant method. Okay, so here these are known as direct root methods. Fine. So the aim is to find minimum of f of x subjected to this restriction that x varies from L to U. So we know that the necessary condition for f of x to have minimum at some point x star is that first derivative f dash x star should be 0. This is the necessary condition. So we will use this condition. So now the direct root methods seek to find the root of the equation f dash x is equals to 0. So our interest is to solve this equation f dash x is equals to 0. And we know that in numerical methods, whenever we are having the equation of this form, we have different methods. Newton method and secant method, they are very interesting methods. We have already studied. So we will utilize those methods: Newton method, Newton-Raphson method, and secant method. So here, to solve this, we have three root finding methods. One is obviously Newton-Raphson method or Newton method. Second is quasi-Newton method. Third is secant method. Okay. So first we will have Newton-Raphson method. What is this? So now, from the quadratic approximation of f of x at some point xi, by using Taylor series expansion we get, so we are expanding f of x about xi with the help of Taylor series up to second order term. So what will be the expansion? F of x is equals to f of xi plus x minus xi f dash xi plus x minus xi whole square by factorial to second derivative at xi. So this is from the Taylor series. So this is, so we have taken up to second order term. Okay. Now for minima and maxima, obviously f dash x will be 0, because our interest is to find out the root of this equation. So put f dash x is equals to 0. So for this, first we have to differentiate this equation. So f dash x is equals to, differentiate this. So f dash x, this is equals to derivative of this, which will, because 0, because xi is a value. So f at xi will be a constant, so this will be 0. Now here, this is a, basically the derivative at xi will be a constant value. However, here we have variable x, so derivative of this term will be 1 into this, so we get f dash xi. Okay, plus similarly here differentiate this, so we will get twice of x minus xi divided by factorial 2. So 2 is cancelled out with this 2, so we get only x minus xi. Second derivative at xi, this is equals to 0 according to this condition. Hence from here you can find out x. What is x? So you can take this in the left hand side and this term in the right hand side. So we get x minus xi f double dash xi is equal to minus f dash xi. From here x equal to xi minus f dash xi divided by f double dash xi. Okay, so this is the general formula. Now in iterative form, what will be the, so replace this x by xi plus 1. So xi plus 1 is equal to xi minus f dash xi divided by f double dash x. So this will be the formula, Newton-Raphson method. Okay, and for convergence criteria is that first derivative at xi plus 1, the magnitude of this quantity should be less than equal to epsilon, where epsilon is the tolerance level. I hope you understand this method. Let's see how to apply. So find the, through an example is find the minimum of the function fx is equals to 0.65 minus 0.75 upon 1 plus x square minus 0.65x into tan inverse 1 by x into tan inverse 1 by x. Okay, using Newton-Raphson method with the starting point x1 is equals to 0.1, this is the initial guess, and use epsilon is equals to 0.01. So this is the tolerance level for convergence. Okay, so first differentiate this. So after differentiating this, we get f dash x is equals to 1.5x divided by 1 plus x square whole square plus 0.65x divided by 1 plus x square minus 0.65 tan inverse 1 upon x. Okay, so here we need first derivative, so we have evaluated. Here also we need second derivative, so again differentiate this. So second derivative of x is equals to 1.5 into 1 minus 3x square divided by 1 plus x square raised to the power 3 plus 0.65 into 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square raised to the power 2 plus 0.65 divided by 1 plus x square. After simplification of this, we get 2.8 minus 3.2x square divided by 1 plus x square raised to the power 3. Okay, so this will be the second derivative, this will be the first derivative. Okay, so now we will use this formula. So what will be the iteration number 1? In iteration number 1, x1 is 0.1 already given to you. So f of x1 is minus 0.188197. Okay, you can use calculator to find out this. Just type this equation. Just type this equation f dash x and evaluate this equation at point 0.1. Similarly, type this equation in your calculator and find out its value at 0.1, and then substitute these values in the third equation, which is this. Okay, so you can use your calculator. So after calculating these values, f at x1 is minus 0.188197. First derivative at x1 is minus 0.744832. F double dash x1 is 2.68659. Now substitute all these values in this formula, which is nothing but this. Put I is equal to 1 here. So x2 is equal to x1 minus f dash x1 divided by f double dash x1. So this is the formula. Substitute the values, and after simplification we get the value x2 is equal to 0.377241. Now find out the magnitude of f dash x2, which is nothing but magnitude of minus 0.138230. So after taking this magnitude, this will be a positive value, which is obviously greater than epsilon, because what is our epsilon? Epsilon is 0.01. So this value is greater than 0.01, and hence go to the next iteration. So iteration number 2, x2 is now this value 0.377241. Find out f of x2, which is minus 0.303279, f dash x2, which is minus 0.138230, f double dash x2, which is plus 1.57296. Now find x3. x3 will be nothing but x2 minus f dash x2 divided by f double dash x2. After putting all these values and simplification, we get 0.465119. So this is the value of x3. Again, find the magnitude of f dash x3, which is magnitude of minus 0.017978. So obviously this is greater than epsilon, so go to the next iteration. So now in next iteration, x3 is this value 0.465119. F at x3 is minus 0.3098881. F dash x3 is minus 0.0179078. And f double dash x3 is 1.17126. So x4 is x3 minus f dash x3 divided by f double dash x3. After putting all these values here, so we get this, and after simplification of this, we get 0.480409. So the magnitude of f dash x4 is equals to magnitude of minus 0.0005033, which is obviously less than epsilon, and hence stop it here. So solution is x star is approximately equal to x4. X4 is basically this 0.480409. So this is the solution. Okay, so this is the Newton method or Newton-Raphson method. Okay, so now we will have second method, which is quasi-Newton method. So this is the quasi-Newton method. This is quasi-Newton method. So what is the difference between quasi-Newton method and this Newton method or Newton-Raphson method? Here in quasi-Newton method, basically the first derivative and the second derivative, they are approximated or replaced with the help of central differences. In numerical methods, you have already used central differences. So here first derivative is replaced by its equivalent form with the help of central differences. Similarly here, replace this value with its equivalent form of central difference. Okay, so here first derivative in terms of central difference is given by this, and second derivative of xi is replaced by its equivalent form, which is nothing but a central difference form. Okay, so this is basically the formula, Newton-Raphson method. Xi plus 1 is equal to xi minus f dash xi upon f double dash xi. So here this is replaced by this formula, central difference. So f dash xi is f at xi plus delta xi minus f of xi minus delta xi divided by 2 delta x. Here in place of h we are using delta x. Okay, so this is the central difference approximation of f dash xi. Similarly here second derivative at xi will be given by f at xi plus delta x minus twice of f of xi plus f of xi minus delta x divided by delta x whole square. This is the central difference approximation of second derivative. Now substitute these values herein. So what we will get? We will get this formula. Okay, when you divide this by this term, so they will be cancel out. So we will get delta x by delta 2 divided by this. So ultimately the formula will be xi plus 1 is equal to xi minus delta x by 2 f at xi plus delta x minus f at xi minus delta x divided by f at xi plus delta x minus twice f of xi plus f at xi minus delta x. And this is basically the quasi-Newton method. And for convergence we have the same criteria, magnitude of f dash at xi plus 1 is less than equal to epsilon. Okay, so here is, this is the quasi-Newton method. This is basically the quasi-Newton method, this along with this convergence criteria. Now here we have a note. Here we have used central difference, but you may also use forward difference and backward difference. You may also use, in place of central difference, you may like to use forward difference and backward difference also. Okay, So no problem. So now same example, this is the same function. So now here find the minimum of the function f of x is equal to 0.65 minus 0.75 divided by 1 plus x square minus 0.65 x tan inverse 1 by x. Using Quasi-Newton method with the starting point x1 is equal to 0.1 and step size delta x 0.01. Okay, so here x1 is already given to you, step size delta x is already given to you, and tolerance level is as it is same, epsilon is 0.01. Okay, for checking the convergence criteria. Now apply the method. So iteration number 1, x1 is 0.1, delta x1 is 0.01, epsilon is 0.01. So f at x1 is minus 0.188197. Now here when you put I is equal to 1 here, so x2 is equal to this, x2 is equal to x1 minus delta x by 2, f at x1 plus delta x minus f at x1 minus delta x divided by f of x1 plus delta x minus twice of f of x1 plus f of x1 minus delta x. So you need these values. So f at x1, for this f at x1 is minus 0.188197. Now you need f of x1 plus delta x. So f at x1 plus delta x is equals to x1 is this, delta x1 is this, 0.1, 0.01, so 0.11. So find the functional value at f at 0.11. So f at x1 plus delta x1 is nothing but minus 0.195512. Okay, similarly here f at x1 minus delta x is equals to minus 0.180615. Okay, substitute these values herein. After simplification the value is 0.377882. Okay, this is the value of x2. Now find the derivative of f with the help of this. So here is this. So f dash x2 is equal to magnitude of f of x2 plus delta x minus f of x2 minus delta x divided by 2 delta x. Okay, so we have used this central difference, this derivative. So after substituting the values and taking the magnitude, we get 0.137300, which is greater than epsilon. So go to the step number, iteration number 2. So now iteration number 2, f of x2 is minus 0.303368. Now f at x2 plus delta x is minus 0.304662. f at x2 minus delta x is minus 0.301916. So x3 will be x2 minus delta x upon 2 multiply by f of x2 plus delta x minus f of x2 minus delta x divided by f of x2 plus delta x minus twice of f of x2. This will be x2 plus f of x2 minus delta x. Okay, so substituting all these values and simplification, we get 0.465390. Okay, then the magnitude of f dash x3 will be, again use central difference, f of x3 plus delta x minus f of x3 minus delta x divided by 2 delta x. So we get 0.017700, which is again greater than epsilon. So go to iteration number 3. Now iteration number 3, f at x3 is equal to minus 0.309885. Then f of x3 plus delta x is equals to minus 0.31004. f at x3 minus delta x is minus 0.309650. Then evaluate x4. x4 is given by this x3. This should be x3. This should be x3 minus delta x by 2 and f of x3 plus delta x minus f of x3 minus delta x divided by f of x3 plus delta x minus twice of f of x3 plus f of x3 minus delta x. Okay, substitute all these values. So we get minus 0.480600, and then find the magnitude of f dash x4, which is f of x4 plus delta x minus f of x4 minus delta x divided by 2 delta x. After simplification, value is 0.000350, which is less than epsilon. Hence, stopping criteria reached, and x star is approximately equal to x4, which is 0.480600. Okay, if you compare this value with the Newton-Raphson method value, so there will be slightly change. Here the solution is in Newton-Raphson method 0.480409. Here the solution is 0.480600. Okay, so slightly there is a slightly you can difference between these two values. Okay, and this is due to the approximation which we have used here as per the central differences. Okay, so now, so this is the quasi-Newton method. I hope you understand. Now we have the third method, secant method. Okay, so by secant method we will do the linear approximation of the curve f dash x is equals to 0. Okay, so this is our curve f dash x. Here we have taken two approximation points. One is this, for point say denoted by A, another is point here B. So the what is the coordinate of this point will be, since this is the curve of f dash x, so the coordinate of this point will be, for this A we get f dash A. Okay, for B we have f dash B. Okay, so now when you join these two, because when you will see according to this curve basically intersects this x-axis at this point, and this is the solution x star. So our target is to find out x star here with the help of linear approximation. I think you have some sort of idea about this, and we have already studied in the numerical methods, because in linear approximation just join this. So this line intersect the x-axis at this point, take the approximate value of the function at this point, again join these two through the line, again you get the xi plus 2 and so on. Okay, here we have denoted this by xi as a. Okay, so xi जो है वो basically initially xi is a initially, and slowly we will reach or move towards the x star. So this is our method. So first aim is to find out the equation of this line. So by secant method we will do the linear approximation of the curve f dash x is equal to 0. Okay, now the equation of the line passes through A f dash A and B f dash B is given. That means this line is given by, what is the line? So line is, because here in place of y we are using f dash A f dash B, so that's why y is replaced by f dash x, general term. So f dash x is minus f dash A, y minus y1 होता है, तो y की जगह हमने रख दिया f dash x, y1 की जगह f dash A is equal to y2 minus y1, that means f dash B minus f dash A divided by x2 minus x1, so b minus a, multiply by x minus a. Okay, so here this, so from this if you want to find out this a x, our interest is in x, so हम क्या करेंगे, इसको लेफ्ट में मल्टीप्लाई करा दो, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई, सो b माइनस a हो जाएगा इधर, डिवाइड बाय f dash b minus f dash a. So and then taking this minus a in the left hand side, so ultimately x is equal to a plus b minus a divided by f dash b minus f dash a, multiply by this term f dash x minus f dash a. Okay, but what is our target? Our target is to find out the solution of this equation f dash x is equal to 0. So put f dash x is equal to 0 here, here. So ultimately what will be the, so we get x is equal to a plus b minus a divided by f dash b minus f dash a multiply by minus f dash a. So we get this formula. Okay, so in iterative form this formula is written as xi plus 1 is equals to a minus f dash a multiply by b minus a divided by f dash b minus f dash a. Okay, what is the what basic idea is that what is a and b? If you will see this graph, what is a? A is a point where the value of f dash a is negative and b is the point where the value of f dash b is positive. Okay, so they are the 2 points where f dash x basically assumes two different signs. At a, f dash a is negative and at b, f dash b is positive. So they are opposite sign. Okay, so that's why here a should be the point where f dash x assumes negative value and b is the point where f dash b assumes positive value. Okay, so first aim is to find out a and b. Once you evaluated a and b, then you can easily find out next iterative formula. And initially if you will see here xi, so xi is basically a and xi plus 1 is evaluated. Okay, so suppose you start with your iteration with x1, so x1 is basically a, then you have to evaluate x2. Okay, so how to apply this method? So this is the step by step procedure. We have total 5 steps, step number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If you will see initial 2 steps, they are basically for getting a and b. How to find out a and b? They are explained in step number 1 and step number 2. Okay, now in step number 3 basically we will use this formula to get new approximate solution, which is xi plus 1 is equal to a minus f dash a upon multiply by b minus a upon, basically we have used this formula. Okay, in its next step convergence criteria is used based on the derivative, and in step number 5 we have revised a and b further for the up to update the next iterate. How to revise a and b, that revision is basically given here. Okay, so basically we have divided these 5 steps into 4 parts. Step number 1 and 2 they are used to get initial a and b. Using third we can get new approximate solution. Step number 4, this is devoted for convergence criteria, and in 5 basically revision of a and b. Okay, so now we will study one by one. So for getting a and b, so in step number 1 set x1 is equal to a, which is equal to say 0. For example say 0 or maybe any other value. Okay, and evaluate f dash a. तो हमने a को पहले 0 डाला, या कोई और वैल्यू हम डाल सकते हैं, कोई जरूरी नहीं 0 ही डालें, 0 डाला. फॉर एग्जांपल हमने 0 यूज किया तो x1 की वैल्यू a के बराबर है जो कि 0 है. देन इवेल्युएट f dash a. से f the value of f dash a is negative. Okay, then assume an initial trial step size h is equal to t naught. तो इनिशियली हमने क्या किया, what we have assumed, we have assumed as a trial size t naught. So हमने start में क्या किया, initially we have started with here x1 is equal to a is equal to 0. Okay, and here the value of f dash a is basically negative value है. ठीक, now अब हमें क्या चाहिए, b हम डायरेक्टली b तक नहीं जा सकते, तो हम क्या करेंगे, वी विल यूज अ ट्रिक. क्या करेंगे, हम अपने साइज को, स्टेप साइज को छोटा छोटा बढ़ेंगे. सो सपोज दिस इज टी नॉट, इनिशियली दिस टी नॉट, फिर यहाँ वैल्यू चेक करेंगे. सो इनिशियली एच इज टी नॉट एंड आई इज इक्वल टू 1. ओके, अब यहां पर भी वैल्यू चेक करेंगे एफ डैश टी नॉट यहां पर। सो इवेल्युएट एफ डैश टी नॉट। यहां क्योंकि हमने जीरो लिखा हुआ है तो जीरो प्लस एच जब हम करेंगे तो टी नॉट ही आएगा, समझ रहे हैं ना। हियर द वैल्यू इज जीरो, x1 is 0. After t naught step, this value is t naught. Evaluate f dash t naught. So here f dash a is 0. Evaluate here value also at t naught. यहां पर भी इवेल्युएट किया वैल्यू। अब यहां पे या तो वैल्यू आएगी निगेटिव या ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0. देयर आर टू केसेस। इफ f dash t naught is again negative, so here is negative, here is also negative. तो इसका मतलब ये इंटरसेक्ट नहीं करेगा x एक्सिस को। ओके, सो हियर f dash t naught is also negative. सो अब क्या करेंगे, यू कैन रिवाइज योर a. अब a को आप ये मान सकते हो। सो a is now your t naught. a is equals to basically your t naught. ठीक, देन एफ डैश ए विल बी एफ डैश टी नॉट। एंड नाउ अब हम क्या करेंगे, अपने स्टेप को डबल कर देंगे। पहले टी नॉट था, अब हम ट्वाइस ऑफ टी नॉट कर देंगे। सो ट्वाइस ऑफ टी नॉट करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा वैल्यू 2 टी नॉट। फिर यहां चेक करेंगे एफ डैश, सो टी नॉट की जो वैल्यू है अब हमने डबल कर दी 2 टी नॉट, स्पीड को हमने डबल कर दिया। फिर दोबारा से चेक करेंगे स्टेप नंबर 2a में यहां पे। सो एफ डैश ट्वाइस टी नॉट, बिकॉज टी नॉट इज नथिंग बट 2 टी नॉट। तो फिर चेक करेंगे यहां पर, फिर यहां चेक करेंगे। कब तक करेंगे तो मैं यहां बना देता हूं। स्टार्ट में हमने 0 से चेक किया, फिर टी नॉट पे चेक किया, फिर ट्वाइस टी नॉट पे चेक किया, फिर 4 टी नॉट पे चेक, डबल डबल करते जाएंगे स्पीड। देन 8 टी नॉट पे करेंगे एंड सो ऑन। ओके, so here the value is negative, f dash x1 is negative या a भी कह सकते हो। here f dash a is negative, here f dash a will be negative and so on. ये चलता रहेगा स्लोली स्लोली। जैसे ही आपको यहां पर f dash a will be positive, stop. एंड दिस इज बेसिकली योर पॉइंट बी। ये आपका पॉइंट बी हो जाएगा और इसके कॉर्नर वाला पॉइंट ए हो जाएगा। ओके, सो पहले हमने ए यहां से शुरू किया, फिर ए को रिवाइज किया, ए हो गया टी नॉट। फिर यहां गए तो ए इज इक्वल टू हो गया 2 टी नॉट। फिर यहां गए ए इज इक्वल टू 4 टी नॉट। फिर यहां गए ए इज इक्वल टू 8 टी नॉट। जहां आपको वैल्यू मिल रही है एफ डैश ए विल बी निगेटिव, बट जैसे ही एफ डैश ए इज पॉजिटिव हुआ तो इमीडिएटली स्टॉप and this is your B. Okay, so now you get A and B and obviously here the intersection will be there. कर्व आपका कुछ इस टाइप से जा रहा होगा। फाइन, कर्व आपका ऐसे जा रहा होगा, निगेटिव से पॉजिटिव। सो दिस इज द स्ट्रेटजी। तो हमने स्टार्ट किया टी नॉट से, फिर स्लोली स्लोली इंक्रीजेस द स्टेप साइज। फर्स्ट टी नॉट इज इक्वल टू 2 टी नॉट, देन डबल करेंगे 4 टी नॉट, देन 8 एंड सो ऑन। कब तक करेंगे, जब तक ये निगेटिव रहेगा। इफ एफ डैश टी नॉट इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0, दैट मीन्स दिस पॉजिटिव वैल्यू, स्टॉप। सो बी इज बेसिकली टी नॉट। टी नॉट आपका रिवाइज होता रहेगा, टी नॉट इज 2 टी नॉट, टी नॉट इज 4 टी नॉट एंड सो ऑन। सो बी विल बी टी नॉट एंड एफ डैश बी इज बेसिकली एफ डैश टी नॉट एंड गो टू स्टेप नंबर 3। ठीक है ना। सो दिस टी नॉट इज बेसिकली द रिवाइज्ड टी नॉट, दिस न्यू टी नॉट। ओके, so new approximate solution will be given by xi plus 1 is a minus f dash a, b minus a divided by f dash b minus f dash a. Then convergence criteria is given by magnitude of f dash xi plus 1 which is less than equal to epsilon. Now the revision of a और b को रिवाइज करना है। if f dash xi plus 1 जो आया है यहाँ पर फंक्शन की वैल्यू, अगर ये पॉजिटिव है, इफ दिस इज, अब आप देख सकते हैं इफ दिस इज पॉजिटिव, सो b इज रिवाइज्ड, सो b इज इक्वल टू xi प्लस 1, क्योंकि b पर वैल्यू पॉजिटिव थी। ओके, सो b इज xi प्लस 1 एंड f dash b is f dash xi plus 1 and go to step number 3. Step number 3 here. now and I is I plus 1. Okay, now if f dash xi is negative, so नेगेटिव किसके लिए यूज कर रहे हैं हम, a के लिए, बार बार a. So a is revised, a is xi plus 1 and f dash a is f dash xi plus 1, and go to step number 3 and I is nothing but I plus 1. Okay, so this is the step. So now we will apply to find out the solution of the same problem. F of x is 0.65 minus 0.75 divided by 1 plus x square minus 0.65x tan inverse 1 by x. Find minimum of the function f of x using secant method with an initial step size t naught. T naught is already given to you, 0.1. Lambda 1 is 0 and epsilon is 0.01. Okay, so this is already given to you. Now we will use this here. Lambda 1 is basically the starting point, initial point, starting point. Lambda 1 is basically the starting point, this a, or you may use this as a. Okay, so here is this, a is basically x1, this is your lambda 1. Okay, so this is 0, this is already given to you, this is your basically a. Okay, or lambda 1, or a is equals to 0 initially. So this is your a is equals to x1 is 0. Initially t naught is 0.1. F dash a is minus 1.02102, which is negative. Okay, and what is b? b will be nothing but this x1 plus t naught. दोनों को ऐड किया, ये this x1 plus this distance, ये starting with 0, and then this value is, this is your a and this is your b. What is b? This step size, this 0 plus this distance t naught from here to here. So 0 plus t naught, this is 0.1, a and b. Okay, so this is b, 0.1. F dash b will be minus 0.744832. This is again negative. So now revise your a and b further. So now since both are negative, hence we can say that for the next iteration you can assume this as a and then find b again. So what is your a? A is basically b, as it is same. So a is equal to b here, which is 0.1, this 0.1. Okay, and now find f dash a, which is this value, minus 0.794832, which is negative. Now b is basically what? x1 plus twice t2. स्टेप साइज को डबल कर दिया अब हमने, twice 2t2. ओके, सो x1 क्या था? x1 की वैल्यू थी 0 प्लस 0.2, सो 0.2 हो गया वैल्यू. f डैश b की वैल्यू निकाल ली, दिस इज अगेन निगेटिव, यहां पर वैल्यू फिर निगेटिव आ रही है. तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, ये a था, नेक्स्ट इटरेशन के लिए ये b हो गया, तो यहाँ पर भी निगेटिव है वैल्यू, यहाँ पर भी निगेटिव है. तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, नेक्स्ट इटरेशन में इसको a मान लेंगे, फिर यहाँ b इवेल्युएट कर लेंगे. सो b विल बी व्हाट, x1 प्लस, तो नेक्स्ट इटरेशन में अब हम क्या करेंगे, a इज इक्वल टू b, 0.2, दिस 0.2, एंड f डैश a विल बी दिस वैल्यू. एंड नाउ b इज अपडेटेड एज x1 प्लस ट्वाइस इंटू 2t नॉट, क्योंकि अभी स्टेप साइज क्या था हमारा 2t नॉट, अब इसका भी डबल कर देंगे तो 2 इंटू 2t नॉट हो जाएगा. सो वी गेट 0 प्लस 0.4. ओके, स्टेप साइज डबल करते रहेंगे, t नॉट का डबल 2t नॉट, इसका डबल 4t नॉट, इसका डबल 8t नॉट एंड सो ऑन. ठीक है ना. सो b इज this 0.4, f dash b will be minus 0.103652, which is again negative, so now a is basically this b, which is 0.4, f dash a will be minus 0.103652, which is negative, and b is now x1 plus twice into 42. 42 कहाँ से आया, ये इसका यहाँ से आया, 42 था, इसका डबल किया है अभी यहाँ पे. ठीक, so this is 0.8 f dash b is basically now positive value. So here is negative, here is positive. So now what is our a? Our a is basically this 0.4. What is our b? This is our a, this is our b. Okay, b is 0.8, a is 0.4. यहाँ वैल्यू निगेटिव है, यहाँ वैल्यू पॉजिटिव है. ओके, सो देयर विल बी ऑब्वियसली अ रूट. सो नाउ step number 2. In iteration number 1, a is 0.4, f dash a is this value minus 0.103652, b is 0.8, f dash b is minus 0.180800, this value positive value. So this is negative, this is positive. Hence now find x2. x2 is a minus f dash a to b minus a divided by f dash b minus f dash a. After simplification we get 0.545757. okay, then f dash x2 is basically magnitude of 0.0105789, which is positive value or greater than epsilon. Okay, so go to the iteration number 2. Now go to iteration number 2. So here f dash x2 is positive value 0.105789. so this is positive value and this is positive value. So basically this a is as it is, but b is revised as this value. b is the x2, जो ये आपकी वैल्यू आई है, अब ये b रिवाइज हो जाएगा. ओके, a एज इट इज रहेगा क्योंकि निगेटिव था. ये पॉजिटिव वैल्यू आई है, तो ये जो x2 आया है आपका, ये b से रिप्लेस हो जाएगा, b से रिप्लेस हो जाएगा. सो b इज बेसिकली x2 विच इज दिस न्यू वैल्यू 0.545757. f dash b is 0.01058789. again use this formula. x3 will be a minus f dash a b minus a divided by f dash b minus f dash a, so which is 0.490632. okay, now f dash x3 will be 0.00151235, which is less than epsilon. So stop it here, and x star is basically the x3, which is 0.490632. so this is the solution from secant method. So this is the strategy. I hope you understand this method. okay, so this is the method. Now in the next video we will discuss about the next category of methods, basically, which is this. In the next video we will discuss about the multi-dimensional search method without constraints. ओके, सो मल्टी डायमेंशनल, अभी तक हमने सिंगल डायमेंशन में यूज किए हैं मेथड, अब हम मल्टी डायमेंशन में यूज करेंगे. ओके, बट प्रॉब्लम वही रहेगी, विदाउट कंस्ट्रेंट. प्रॉब्लम इज ऑफ दिस फॉर्म. मिनिमम ऑफ एफ ऑफ एक्स अभी तक किया था, सिंगल डायमेंशन में था, अब हम मल्टी में चले जाएंगे. सो मिनिमम ऑफ एफ ऑफ x1 x2 xn. ओके, तो मल्टी डायमेंशन में चले जाएंगे, अब हम रहेंगे विदाउट कंस्ट्रेंट ही. ओके, सो एंड दीज आर द मेथड्स. वी विल डिस्कस दीज in detail in the next video. okay, thank you.